He simply overslept. 43-year-old Arizona Department of Public Safety trooper Tremaine Jackson was arrested last month on a whopping 61 charges of everything from kidnapping to sexual assault. The Free Thought Project reports the trooper, who'd been with the department for 13 years, is accused of pulling women over and sexually assaulting them. Since his arrest, a total of 15 victims have come forward, alleging sex abuse, kidnapping, and fraud. At the time, police expected there to be more victims, so they set up a form for victims to fill out. If you or someone you know is abused by the man, you can fill out a complaint form that's posted online. In less than a month, 7 more victims came forward. The so-called hero officer was pulling women over and forcing them to give him sexual favors or face being kidnapped, a situation that only works if you have a badge. Last month, Jackson was booked on multiple counts of sexual abuse, attempted sexual abuse, sexual extortion, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, harassment, forgery, and tampering with a public record, among other charges. Support for the Liberty Beat comes from the Conscious Resistance Network, featuring videos, news reports, and articles from a spiritual anarchist perspective. Experience the Conscious Resistance at theconsciousresistance.com. How would you like to have your business featured on the Liberty Beat? You can. Just send an email to libertybeat@snls.news for details. This is the Liberty Beat, produced in partnership with SNLS News and listeners like you. The Liberty Beat is online at libertybeat.news and snls.news. I'm Mick Murrow, reporting for the Liberty Beat, reminding you, spread liberty with a smile.
It's The Onion Radio News. General Motors reports record sales of its new disposable car. This is Doyle Redland reporting. General Motors has announced a 56% increase in earnings this year, attributing much of it to February's wildly successful launch of the GMC Whim, the first ever non-refillable disposable automobile. Debuting at a cost of $1,100 each, the vehicles are flying out of showrooms as quickly as dealers can stock them. Whim enthusiast Glenn Shriver.
I recently consumed 4 vehicles driving from my home to Daytona Beach for the first annual Whim Owners Convention. I've already collected all 8 colors.
Rival automakers are preparing to counter with their own lines of disposable cars, including the Ford Temporare and the Chrysler Dumper. The 2002 Mitsubishi Ditch will be unveiled later this year with a projected sticker price of $799. Doyle Redland for The Onion Radio News, online at theonion.com.
And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Today, let us make them remember. We are not afraid!
Yeah. Welcome back to Declare Your Independence on the road again here in Tingsboro, Massachusetts, on the border, about 5 minutes from New Hampshire. So we're going to be visiting with the boys and girls this weekend. This is, I want to make sure that we recap yesterday. We didn't get the show up until later, but it's up, and I put it up at the top. The third hour yesterday is definitely worth the listen. You know, now it's all one file, so you go like 2/3 in, and you get, it's a blah, 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 and it's all interesting stuff, Bob and I going at it. But the third hour, we went through Freedom 101, the methods by which we, where we got it, how we, you plan before the battle, not during the heat of it, preferably before the war. And there's a war going on. Like Alex would be going on about the info war and prison plan. He's right. You know, all this stuff, he's turned out to be right on a lot of stuff. You know, it's just that, you know, it's style. And as time goes on, I've been on Alex's show before, and I've talked to him, and, you know, we know each other. But the point is that you would have, it's 15 to 22-year-old young males just, testosterone, go get some, and none of the women can't take it. It's just like, we're done. Now, have you listened to Alex much, Bob?
I don't like to listen to him. I like to go to his site and read a lot of things, but, this stuff is a video, and I'm just, that's not my forte. I just as soon read.
Yeah, or skip news to the end, you know?
Yeah, that way you can skip to the end. You don't have to put up with the 10 minutes of I'm trying to sell some pill, and, you know, I mean, I know he's got a hawk, excuse me, has to hawk stuff to make money, but, you know, it gets a little old after a while.
Yeah, no, so I'm sympathetic. You know, it's one less thing I got to do. They call them in the industry. A lot of the radio stations, sometimes we share a station or something like that, and they kept calling them the megaphone. Yeah, you know, the megaphone. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And they meant Alex, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Well, it's come to pass, and there's, you know, Bob and I have been doing this together for almost, since 90
years.
Yeah. 93, what would that be? 03, 13, 6, 26 years. I mean, having and direct impact, moving the ball. What ball? On what field? See, if you're playing on their field with their ball and their referees and their sportscasters, what the hell do you think was going to happen? You know? So what we have played, we're going, wow, there's a bunch of people in this stadium. Tell you what, we'll be the peanut hawkers with the beer and wearing the rainbow wig.
Yeah.
Look at us. Woohoo! You know, here, read this. You know, so it's just always been that way. And a lot of it is just for, I don't know, sanity, you know, self-sanity, just see if you're the only crazy guy. Now, I haven't even finished reading the article yet, but it's an article, the most recent one, by Patrick Byrne. Now, it's, it's on the Freedom's Feed. You can just go to deepcapture.com. Deep Capture. And the article that is, what is the deep state? Because you want to know, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, it's just a culture. It's people. You're up against something. You're up against a culture. You're up against a thing. You know, there's what the hell is going on? So I have been, we've been at it from the bottom, you know, from where the rubber meets the road, where the laws have the impact, where the families are being devastated, where the children are being harmed, at that, you know, at the lower level. As county chairman of the Libertarian Party in Maricopa County during the 90s, this is what would happen. We'd always get contact. You know, Bob and I'd be down. You know, Bob's retired and on vacation now, but he was nuclear Palo Verde Power Station refueling supervisor, you know, so boy, he made some money. Hey, Bob, we're going to do this. All right. And you give us what?
I'd buy all the raffle tickets.
So how many guns do you have?
I have a fairly nice gun collection.
So it was, he goes, yeah, here, do them. And, you know, here's $800 or $1,000 worth. And then out of 3 guns, you get 2 of them or something, you know. And how many did you get of those?
I think I got 3 total, maybe 4. No, 4.
Yeah, so 4 out of 12, something like that. So you get a third of them. You came out all right. So, and we all knew it. We just like, yeah, whatever. You know, this is an excuse for Bob to give us money. But but a lot of the young guys, all right, pay attention. Everybody thinks I'm not, you know, letting Bob talk. He's not even paying attention. He's on the computer all the time. So go ahead, and when you and Lon and Hansford, all these guys came from Palo Verde, when and why? When I first got elected county chair back in 93 or something. You know, tell us that story.
Well, Lon, I guess, had actually come to a meeting and, you know, discovered you guys. But, you know, there were those kind of people that work in those kind of places. One, we tend to do, most of us all came out of the Navy. And we were looking for freedom. We knew it was the political buffet that was laid before us was sorely lacking, and so we were looking for a better meal. And you know, Lon had said, "Hey, I think I found our tribe," and we all went and was like, you know, there was Ernie standing in front of the room, and we go, "Yeah, this is our tribe. We found it," and that's kind of how it came about. That was the meeting right after you had been. I think you got arrested for holding up the sign down there at the school, and Reno came or whatever it
Janet
was.
Reno thing.
And it was the thing, and we were like, I think these are people we could hang around with, and that was kind of where it went from there.
At the time, you guys were reading some John Birch thing or American Conservative or something was going on, and Lon, your best friend from Navy, and you guys are still best friends and whatever. And he is his cousin was Randy Weaver.
Yeah, that was kind of part of it. I mean, we had seen what was going on. There was the Randy Weaver thing, and the OK bombing stuff, and we realized we're not getting the whole story. And if you got a police sniper shooting mothers holding babies and people getting shot in the back for, just being on their own land, wondering who's out there wandering around in the woods, and we're just going, you could tell things were taking a corner, or at least we became aware because, we had, at the age we were at, and we had been occupied with being indentured servants in the service. We finally came out and we're paying attention, going, that something is not right. Something stinketh in the wind, and we were looking for what the reason was and what we could do about it. And
it was the same thing with me. I started at it from commerce, economics, trade, export. My father's company. Because they were, in 1988, it was Daddy Bush versus Dukakis, and it was all the big giant thing was flag burning amendment, and I'm like, it was the first political act that I ever did. I took a piece of copy paper, just imagine a white piece of paper in front of you turned horizontally. I took my kids' crayons and I made a flag and put flames at the bottom, and I wrote on it, burn the symbol, save the meaning. Okay? And my point was, everybody's like, you got to burn. It's a freaking piece of cloth. Who cares? That's not the whole point is to be able to burn the flag. That was screw you. You got a loyalty oath to a piece of cloth or something. It just really bothered me. And of course, we're raising our family, a good Christian kids, and we're going to church and Bible study and all that, and it's always the big issue, and everybody's got to be on board with whatever. So instead of getting into a big giant discussion with everybody, whenever it come up, and Ernie, what do you think about, and I just pull it, I had it folded up in my wallet, and I'd unfold it, and I just hold it to him, fold it back, and put it in my wallet. You want to discuss it? Let's discuss it. Other than that, that's my opinion. Bite me. And so, of course, I was, in Bible study, I'm, Ernie, so it was, I'd bring up a lot, and I'm just, why are people thinking this way? What the heck is going on? You guys don't even know what question to ask. It's a personality thing or something. And I'm telling you, it's not until you find your tribe, until you find people that think this way, and you're kind of confident in what you're saying, and then other people, and they reinforce. But can you do that on the bad side, too? Yeah, but can you defend against us? Crimes of the Crown by Captain Mark. The Crown casts the world in shadow and claims to be our guiding light. Cowards clamor for security from boogeymen and ghost stories, while I say these hobgoblins are imaginary. I say those they propped up as our liberators are now subsisting on our bondage. I say there is freedom in the black, and that's exactly where we intend to go. The Crown banishes its own officers for exposing its crimes and tortures dissidents to the brink of madness. It dominates the globe and swallows the wealth of generations, leaving only blood and excrement. The Crown calls it piracy to explore frontiers beyond its grasp. So the time has come for us to define the conduct among pirates. I say the Crown has trampled our necks long enough. Need decentralized solutions to centralized problems? Looking for a community of like-minded scoundrels? Or just want some swag to let the Crown know what you think of it? Join the conversation at pirateswithoutborders.com. We won't be hard to find.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
My name is Jacob Hornberger. I'm president of the Future of Freedom Foundation, which Congressman Ron Paul awarded for having an outstanding freedom website. Write us at fff@fff.org, and we'll send you a free 3-month subscription to our monthly journal of libertarian essays and our booklet, Economic Liberty in the Constitution, which George Mason University economics professor Walter Williams praised in a recent column. That's fff@fff.org.
The LRN.FM social media channels have been revamped. We've eliminated Facebook and focused on other platforms like Twitter and Mastodon, the decentralized alternative to Twitter. On our accounts, you'll find posts from multiple LRN.FM show hosts together in one place. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm, or better yet, move to the decentralized Mastodon social media platform at toot.lrn.fm, toot.lrn.fm. I think you'll like it.
Tides are caused by the moon. The moon's gravitational pull also sucks up the feces and urine of the ocean floor, dumping it in the intertidal zones. The tide goes out, revealing pus-filled cysts known as tide pools, while the moon itself remains hypocritically pristine. Crabs are one of the many disgusting denizens of intertidal pools. They feed on feces and corpses with their demonic mouths. Scuttling hither and thither, they compete relentlessly for the juiciest excrement. Finding a walrus turd is truly nirvana for these abhorrent beasts. After accumulating too much filth to move, crabs bathe themselves in the ocean. Waste floods off the crab's exoskeleton and back into the tide pools as the cycle of begins anew.
This is the Onion News Network.
You're listening to the best liberty-oriented audio streamed around the clock, on the air and online. This is the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM. Roads? It's the Ernest Hancock Show. Where we're going, there aren't any roads.
No, there's plenty of roads up here in New England. They just all got holes in them.
Holes in them and no lines.
It's dark. Yeah, it was like black, slick pavement. It was like we were driving on a 8-ball or something.
Driving into a black hole.
It was dangerous as hell. And then some guys in their little Range Rover go whizzing by us at 100 miles an hour. We're like, okay, we'll be seeing your lights flipping down the road here in a little bit. There's a time, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Of course, help Bob out, and we trade effort and kind of be somebody, and a friend needs help. But it gives us time to talk, and it's time to evaluate, and time to just sit there for hours. And we're going to have to do that. Next time we do a big drive up there, we'll just turn on the mic.
Yeah, there you
go. But it is. We've been through this stuff before. We've seen the spark over the decades that we've been doing this. Young men, we're in our early 30s, and then now we're, it's 30 years later, and we're going, yeah, we pretty much pegged it. Do you think we were ever off, on all our observations or our impressions of what was really going on? Do you think we were like naive, or we didn't get it, or we understand a lot, Well,
I'm sure, during that formative part of your life, I'm sure, you start down the wrong trail and you go, ooh, this ain't where I want to go, and you go back or you readjust. So yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just don't. I think we had I feel pretty confident. We had a pretty good beat on it because I
think we were pretty confident where we were trying to go. Socially or politically or But you make some wrong turns. I'm not proud of every decision I've made in my life, but I think I'm on the right path. So.
Yeah, I spent a good. It really took me only about 3 months to get. Are they really? Because we started at Commerce and International Trade, and I read the Omnibus Trade Competitiveness Act, and I could see the New World Order framework of they're going to rule me, and this mixing of government and business to the point you can't tell the difference. That was the definition of fascism. I remember And I'm going, wait a minute, isn't this what, Nazi Germany was? Isn't this how all these, everything they were telling us to be afraid of? And then they started taking out of the curriculum for my kids all the things that, reinforced and emphasized what I thought, like 1984, and Brave New World, all this kind of stuff that they used to be required reading. Now it's like, no. It's a manual. It's 1984. We're behind schedule, man. We got to get on it. And then we knew that what they had to do. Then the Clinton administration, they did all this terrorist stuff and terrorism, and that's what brought Bob and friends and how we got together after Ruby Ridge and Waco and all that kind of stuff. Just really, here it comes. And then when 9/11 hit, Oklahoma City, we're going, that's it, yep. And then when 9/11 hit, and all the stuff that they couldn't get past in the 90s was, we're going to repackage it, dust it off, put a name on it, and a few weeks later we got Patriot Act. And I'm going, this is where we were not incorrect. So it's been, how does one person, one group, one philosophy combat this stuff? How do you do it? One, be consistent. This is where Ron Paul came in. Ron Paul had been screaming this stuff since forever, even as growing up and being, like one of us and having an opinion in the 60s. And then when they went off the gold standard 70s, he knew then what was going to happen. It had to happen. It was math. He's going, I already know what's going to happen. I take all my stuff and put it in gold. That's right. You want to know if Ron's going to be okay? He's okay.
Ron's going to be okay.
He okay. And I don't think he even takes his congressional retirement. As I remember, I don't think he does.
It wouldn't surprise me if he said no. It's like Trump. Trump donates his salary. He's like, I don't need that.
Yeah, he's probably just saying, I put it into gold. If I get it, just send me the gold. You can send me Eagles. So for us, it's just, how did you know? And we're like, how did you not freaking know? Who is it? What is it that you get your news from, the credibility, how what determines your future? Some lab, and you would think, and you go, that's just dumb, but many people, most people, doctor's orders. This is the Bernays thing. This was was a nephew of Freud that created public relations and all this. 4 out of 5 dentists say this about that. 4 out of 5 doctors prefer Camel cigarettes. It's just bacon and eggs. Bacon was just a side waste product. So they go, we'll just make it part of American breakfast. We'll just say bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs.
And thank goodness they did.
I know, that's not what I'm bitching about. But, but it's just how this can happen. It's like buffalo wings, So it was a waste product. We used to give that to the pigs until, we had guys coming in the bar. So I am... I'm past that. I get where the battlefield is. It's general public opinion. And we just, I haven't even finished it. I've been watching it early this morning from James Corbett. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't miss talking to James. I got to wait till I get back. Maybe we'll do a little something. But James had this thing, experts say. You go, experts say what? Just experts say. Who's this expert? What's an expert? And then he was doing, interviews with different people about, the expert. I tell you who the expert is on vaccinations. A mother that had a damaged kid from going, that's an expert. You want to know an expert? Talk to that expert, which I have. And it's on. So this is why we're just sitting here formulating. We already made decisions of what we're going to do and when and kind of how and whatever. We've created the infrastructure for this reason. It has been a built-up of tech and knowledge. When I started Silkscreen making signs in 1990, when I did my first write-in campaign just to get standing, I understood you had to challenge these laws. I didn't want to. I said, you mind just do a write-in, get on and put up signs? I can do that. Boom. And I know what the other, my opposition was thinking. They're going, who the hell is this moron? I mean, this Man, beautiful signs. It was Declaration of Independence from Special Interest Party politics with a big Ernest Hancock signature. That's where that came from. That signature you see, Ernest Hancock, that's my signature after signing it about 200 times. I got, that and had a calligrapher trace it, and we put it on the sign in 1990. That's where that came from.
Right.
And that little Minuteman thing, remember? That was inspired from Patriot Hardware. Had something kind of logo like that. Oh, that's what I want to do. So I ripped that off and changed it a little bit. But, put that up, and I'm going, okay, let's go. Let's rock. Because I know, because once I read the Declaration of Independence, I'm going, oh, hell yeah. This has already been thought through. We had the exact same kind of circumstances. Do you think this deep state bureaucracy wasn't, ingrained in there with the crown? You think that, the British government or any other, Spanish, French, Portugal, all of these insider we rule you thing, you think they weren't there?
Oh, they had hundreds and hundreds of years of that bureaucracy being formed. It's still there. You don't think the crown pulls the chains all around the world still? Absolutely.
Yeah. And they're called the bank.
Yes.
So this has been going on for a long time. The difference was the printing press. When the printing press came and you could have offset printing, that's what started the revolution. That was, consolidation of an opinion. Well, the internet is doing that now. That's when they started controlling publishers. We got the publisher, the guy, David, whatever his name was, about Holocaust denying whatever, but the
Bitcoin.com has launched a trading platform at local.bitcoin.com, allowing you to buy or sell Bitcoin Cash via dozens of payment methods like PayPal, Venmo, bank deposit, remittances, or meeting in person with cash. There are no ID requirements to sign up for and use the site, and all communications between buyers and sellers are encrypted. Finally, a global trading platform that respects your privacy. Visit local.bitcoin.com to get started trading Bitcoin Cash. Local.bitcoin.com.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
This is a special alert for business owners, consultants, coaches, folks planning retirement, entrepreneurs, and anyone who is saving and investing to build a financial future. You are likely aware that financial privacy for most people has recently died a miserable death. And let's face it, without privacy, there really is no security, is there? Bankrupt governments and banks on the verge of collapse are perhaps the biggest threat to your financial future today. The Lighthouse Law Club recognizes this and has been working diligently to provide safe, secure, and productive tools to ensure your privacy, your financial security, and your future financial well-being, despite the catastrophes which many people fear are looming ahead of us. Find out more with a variety of free videos on the YouTube channel for Lighthouse Law Club. Just search YouTube for Lighthouse Law Club and secure your future today.
I'm crazy about My Magic Mud. This is the most important oral care product created this millennium, and I'm not kidding. We all have different opinions on politics and issues, but we all have mouths. And I want yours to be as clean as possible, with teeth as bright as they were meant to be. I will never be without My Magic Mud. It's a little surprising, but man, does it work. If you only listen to one thing I say ever, go to mymagicmud.com and get 20% off with code FTL. mymagicmud.com, code FTL.
Some of you asked, and now we've delivered. LRN.FM's live Keene, New Hampshire studio shows are now streamed in HD on Twitch. Visit our channel at twitch.lrn.fm and give it a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription on Twitch. If you use it on our channel, Twitch will give LRN.FM a monthly piece of your Prime subscription cost. So please watch, follow, share, and subscribe to twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm.
Since time began, tyrants have taken aim at personal liberties. Now there's a movie that aims back.
The government has no more right to tell us what to put in our bodies than they have to take our guns or tell us what books we can read.
6 drug police were eaten by bears while raiding a marijuana farm.
On your knees, you dirty hippie! On your knees! What's the problem, officer?
Today, many cops who enforce pot laws do so only because it provides them with cushy jobs, good benefits, and a chance to push people around.
I was an undercover narcotics officer. The drug war is nothing but a farce.
The Second Amendment says you gotta keep you and your gat intact.
Guns and Weed, The Road to Freedom. A film by Michael W. Dean and Nima Vadati.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
Do you love Twitter? Make sure you favorite the LRN.FM Twitter account so you can receive our tweets at twitter.lrn.fm. That's twitter.lrn.fm.
It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Yeah.
To be a part of the show, call 602-264-2800.
Don't waste your time. Welcome back. Right at the end, I didn't have time to finish on. This is the point. There was a gentleman named David Irvine, whatever. He wrote a book called Hitler's War or something like that, and it was a Holocaust denying. They did not do 6 million. It was only, I don't know, 100,000 or something like that. And I'm like, I had him on the show. He spoke at the Breakfast Club, and that was not what I was interested in. Because my thing was, I go, I don't know, well, how many hundreds of thousands of people do you got to kill before it's like bad, man? I mean, you know what?
You make a lampshade out of one person, you're not on my hit list.
I'm going, geez. Oh, wow, okay. So that was, that wasn't the point. He was trying to make the point that, whatever he's trying to make, I don't care. That wasn't the point. For me, it was the British Crown has the capability and has done to where they prevented publishing of books. They go, nope, we don't like that one, we don't like that one, we don't like him, we do this, we do that. This is what's going on in all of the Commonwealths. In Australia, they're getting you, in Britain, they're getting you, in Canada, they get you. It's all to maintain and enhance the capability of squashing dissent. This is, just a Western version of whatever the hell is going on in China. So my thing was, he wants to talk about, that's all very interesting. Well, where'd you get that number? Okay, that's cool. I want to talk about the banning of the publishing. I want to talk about, how they said, oh yeah, it's out of print, or you can't get it, or it was, they would take over the publisher, just like we witnessed this in Air America had a station that Charles Goyette and I were on, and all of a sudden it was building up to the 2008 election cycle for president for John McCain, and telecommunications supporters of him, we were just bashing the crap. They paid 2, 3, 4 times what that station was worth just to get him off. We are not. Pardon?
It goes right back to, the letters that you have on the Pirates Without Borders, the Scuttlebutt letter. They're afraid of the whispering campaigns, those kind of things where they can put an idea out and let it percolate through the populace. That is, they need to control that, because that's way more dangerous than, the ideas that are just put out there through the mainstream media, or what they try to control. The stuff they can't control is the stuff they're worried about.
Right. If you can't get that, what's ask me, I'm an expert. That James Corbett's on the third story on top of Freedom's Phoenix right now. You need to go watch that, James Corbett, because James Corbett said it. Must be true. So anyway, so what we realized early on is that it wasn't that we were wrong; it was that we were right. You definitely don't have to. You don't have to, promote good or enlightening ideas. They just kind of propagate. If you don't like them, you need to suppress them actively. You need to do so. The internet came, and when we first started doing internet, remember our first emails we got and all the stuff we learned from other activists and so on.
Oh yeah.
When did you get your first email?
Oh, I can't remember. Probably on my Commodore 64. I got into computers pretty early, mostly just for knowing that if you didn't know how to use a computer in about 5 or 6 years, it'd be like not knowing how to use a phone.
Yeah. So I got mine in 93, 92, maybe it was 91. I remember it was during the
I remember my first
thing.
Email came through a bulletin board. Didn't really come off the internet, I guess, as you think about it now, through Microsoft or wherever you're getting your email. But remember, there was the old bulletin boards. You dial up your 2400 baud modem, and it would, take a half an hour to download, something in, red and green pixels, and you'd like, oh, that's so awesome. I can actually get contact to somebody.
I remember
every 6 hours.
I remember the first time I tried to download. It was some schematic on a plane, a missile, something. I just, there's a graphic. I go, okay, I want to see this. And I'm going, what the hell? This internet thing sucks, man. Why is it? Then you start learning about bandwidth and all that kind of stuff. By 1996, I'm going, yeah, we have to have enough bandwidth for video. That's where Freedom's Phoenix came from. Freedom's Phoenix was in our head probably 7 years before the technology caught up that we pulled the trigger to create it. I go, when video hits the internet, that'll never happen. I'm going, yeah, you guys keep saying that. When video hits it, no, that'll never happen. And I can't believe you're right. When video hits it, oh, you're so stupid. You gotta go. When video hits the internet, boom, 2005, here we go. I remember having a meeting with Tiger, and he goes, yeah, but you want to do graphics, and the bandwidth is going to go, I heard you guys all tell me how it's never going to, you just design it for the future. I need this 10 years from now. I don't have to redo everything.
If you build it, they will come.
You freaking A. So this is, I'm so confident. This is, see, that's one thing. Being confident in where you're going and how and what, and willing to take the time and invest a lifetime on this stuff because of your grandchildren you haven't even had yet, is that a fault? People look at it and go, God, man, you're living in the future. You're just kind of, I'm going, God, you know what? And it's here. Were you even trying to get ready? And the thing that we did, we don't have the resources. It's not like I push a button and, $1 billion goes towards whatever, and Elon Musk, I'm on Mars. I didn't have that. I sure as hell didn't have the brains for it, but I had the determination and the understanding of where this was going. So I'm like, all right, you guys want to play? Let's play. And our friends buy ink by the barrel, and I've even had them. I'm in the editorial board at the Arizona Republic with got a dozen of their columnists and everything back. And Rick Tompkins and I went in there. I remember it was November of '93, and they wanted to explain it to us. And they were offering us this carrot. This too could be yours. You can have one or two issues that we don't give a crap about, but we need to have whatever the hell it was they wanted to do. And I'm going, you guys don't understand. You don't get to determine what gets discussed. And when I keep saying that and I keep doing it, guess what's going to be in 2020? It's going to be vaccine mandates and exemptions, and it's going to be property, real property rights. If it pleases the crown, may I occupy my own freaking land. These two things are going to all about the same thing. Property, the proper role of government, defend life, liberty, property, me, my, happiness, whatever the hell you want to do. It is going to be, you are not doing your job, therefore, what the hell good are you? Once people get that link and they start thinking they have a general public opinion of that, and you're done.
Yeah, if the government doesn't do what their job is, they get dragged behind a truck like they just did down in Mexico for not fixing the roads.
Oh, that was awesome. There was a story, it's on Freedom's Phoenix, I don't know wherever it is on here, it's on the front page. And what it was is, somebody put somebody's butt up there, what was that about? All right, whatever. It was, they promised, and I'm running for, and pick me, and we'll fix the roads. Well, the mayor of some Mexican town didn't do it, so guys go, really? And he goes, mayor is tied to a truck and dragged along the streets by Mexican villagers, who are angry that he had not carried out road repairs.
Yeah, take a good look at the road you didn't fix.
Let me see. How bumpy is that there, mayor? Boom, 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 boom. We didn't miss any potholes for you, that kind of thing. So I don't know what happened. I just thought it was, this is kind of stuff that happens. And people go, oh, we can't have that. That's vigilante justice. This is what they go. Nope. No vigilante justice. No individuals taking it in their own hands. I don't give a crap if you're a billionaire Batman. You are. So I don't care if you get all the bad guys. I don't care if you fix it. I don't care if you clean it up. You are not allowed to have vigilante justice. You're a bad guy if you don't go through the corrupt process. This is the message that they do. And you can see that is, and it's all, yeah, screw you. I'm, the Punisher, or I'm a this, or it's, what was the Charles Branson thing?
I'm old. I forgot.
Yeah, Charles Branson, it was, he killed his daughter and whatever. It's Death Wish.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm taking as many out as I can. So it's happening already, because on the other side is lawless kind of whatever, and the government's not they can't do anything. They've got it to where it's like Sweden. They're going a quarter of the women won't go out at night. The men are sitting there. We're really being mad and stomping our feet. And government, you need to come protect. I'm going and meet a couple of guys. A younger guy at Narcapoco and an older guy, and they were like one guy was 50 and the other guy was in his 20s. And I'm going, is this a real thing? Yep, absolutely. And I go, well, what do you guys do? Well, we're organizing protests against the government. They should come. Like, it's like Open Range with Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. Well, you're a man, ain't ya? That is what made America different, and that is what they're trying to beat out of us. But they knew to incorporate that into our Bill of Rights, into the concept of, alter or abolish, it's your right, your duty. This is what they're coming up against.
The overall picture in the real estate market today is one of frustration when you take many factors into consideration. The housing market pundits would have you believe that everything is okay, but the long-term trending on the real estate numbers say otherwise. You are starting to see another wave of commercial and retail center vacancies, which follows a downturn in the residential market. So when you are ready to sell your house, I can help. This is Donna Hancock with Silver Alliance Realty in Phoenix, Arizona, and I can take some of the guesswork out of the home selling process, providing you with market trends in your area and detailing what you can expect before, during, and after the transaction. Being in the real estate business for almost 20 years now has afforded me knowledge of the market, networking with industry specialists along the way. And that includes professionals that can help after the sale to help protect your assets. So let's get moving today. Please feel free to call or message me at 602-828-1819. That's 602-828-1819. Or visit my webpage at donnahancock.com.
There are basically two types of advertising, direct response and branding. Radio's great for direct response with its low cost to listener ratio, but audio can't be beat for branding, which is a longer term endeavor. You want to be the first thing that someone thinks of when they think about your product or service. If you have a local business that you want kept top of mind in your community, call the station. If you need national reach, Free Talk Live's got around 200 radio stations, millions of monthly listening sessions, can suit all budgets, and if we don't think we're right for you, we'll tell you. Email me, mark@freetalklive.com.
Did you know you can listen to LRN.FM via our free-to-air satellite channels? We have channels over nearly all of North America and much of Africa. All you need is an affordable receiver and a dish as small as 30 inches. There are no monthly fees. Learn more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content. See our coverage maps and get details at sat.lrn.fm. That's sat.lrn.fm. sat.lrn.fm.
What do you shop for that you could otherwise buy at Amazon? Pretty much everything, right? Amazon has competitive pricing and they deliver, and that's a big plus. If you could plan ahead in your shopping, would you be interested in saving up to 33%? There's a catch. You have to do your shopping in Bitcoin. But imagine those savings. It's like a huge raise. All you have to do is go to saveitpurse.com. We've saved thousands, and you can too. Plan ahead and save. Saveitpurse.com.
Now that you've found the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM, you may want to help expose others to our great programs. To assist you in doing so, you'll find resources at promote.lrn.fm, including details on how to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute, banners for your website, as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what the readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. freedomsphoenix.com, constantly providing the information, the real news about government policies, and the real relationship we all have with the coercive government. The real condition of the economy, innovations in technology, breakthroughs in energy, health, and computer science. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media. The corporate media, nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but now there's an alternative. freedomsphoenix.com. Constant news updates on the issues that affect your life in the most important ways. With liberty and property under constant attack, freedomsphoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda, and it encourages the participation of its readers. Go to freedomsphoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, phoenix.com. freedomsphoenix.com. The revolution between the ears has already happened.
You can put the Liberty Radio Network on the air in your area. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how. Broadcast.lrn.fm.
Freedom is the answer.
What's the question?
You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
I want to break free.
You're not just listening. You're being indoctrinated or experiencing the experience of Ernest and Bob. You know, this is I'm so confident of what's going to happen. They're going to have to pull a bullet in my head. They're going to have to stop me. They're going to have to audit. They're going to have to take. They're going to have to do. And all it does is piss me off, and we do more. You know, how many times have we been targeted for whatever the hell? Usually it's in the media. You know, like, now Bob's run for Congress.
Crazy libertarians.
Yeah, I know. How many times have you run for Congress? A couple times, right?
Yeah, I think twice.
Yeah, it was, Hayworth, Anderson, Owens 1 and 2. It was 96 and 98. And it was the most expensive congressional race up to that time. It was like $40-60 million, some ridiculous amount, because it was one of those swing things. Is it going to be Republican or Democrat? Republican or Democrat? It was the state chair of the Democratic Party versus some TV personality that I went to church with. Hayworth was, sportscaster on NBC or some crap like that. And he pulled me aside in the stairwell one time at a big mega church I went to, and he goes, Ernie, if you guys keep doing this, a Democrat's going to get that seat. And I looked right at him and I go, oh, heavens no. I go, JD, I think there's a difference. And he went purple gorilla. If he didn't have his...
Any good.
Oh, no, I mean purple gorilla. Purple. And I go, whoa, if I didn't have my kids on my hand and him have his kids or whatever, man, I think I would have been, through a wall. These guys are messed up in the head. I've seen McCain. I ran against McCain. I was nice and everything kind of, it's not him I'm running against. It was the media. It was all this other crap. I don't care. And the thing is that these guys are not right in the head. They are selected for this kind of demeanor or something. You go up against these guys and you start slamming on them, you just wake up, dead cats in the mailbox or something. So Ernie, how are you able to get away with it? Because I never went after individuals. Me and Sheriff Arpaio, we're friendly as hell, man. Woohoo! I go, Sheriff Joe, you don't got to threaten me. I get it. You're the most powerful Lord God King Bufu of all you survey. I understand. Can we get on to, how's the weather? It's just relax, man. I don't care. This is not my battle. My battle is just awareness. People know who to believe and why and not, and when they're being BS'd and what the real goal of they, them, those are. And it's that thing, they, them, those, that right there is a freaking revelation right there. Who are they? The ones that won't leave you alone. You want to know how to figure it out? Which guy is screwing with you? Who's the guy saying he's going to take your stuff in the name of some noble cause or whatever the hell you don't care about? Who's it? That's the guy. That's the philosophy. That's the group. That's the party. That's the people. That's the entity. That is they, freaking they, them, and those. It's not that complicated. And as time goes on, it becomes more and more obvious. So we're going to have us some fun. And I'm telling you right now, I met with, the legislators, and I get, and the only reason is because they come into the summit or they want to meet here or you have an obligation, somebody personally there or whatever, and it's the same story. The same thing I'm telling you right here. I want them, you, and everybody else to watch what Bob and I already know is going to happen. It's going to be an awareness of the people, and they're just going to go, I spit you out, I break with thee, and what is it? Reconstitute something that will better serve our needs. And it better do this, this, and this. It's that effing simple. And I'm going to show and prove it to you because I have to. And let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 5, 6 years from now. Yeah, but it's a little different now, Ernie. No, it's not. It's always the same. So I want to be on record. What the hell is today? It's the 9th, 10th of October in 2019, okay? Back in Massachusetts, at the beginning of the revolution, we got, the spirit of ghosts getting into Ernie, go get some. And
they will take a trip on down to Lexington and go stand on the bridge.
Hell yeah, let's do that. How far is that from here?
Oh, not very far. I used to have family down in Concord.
I didn't even think that's awesome. I never got to do that. I want to go see. You will see some pictures from here. We do that.
Yeah, that's always been kind of my, really, Massachusetts? We had the shot heard around the world because they were going to come take their guns. And what Massachusetts state about firearms is today, and it's like...
It's because of that. You must kill it where it started.
I guess.
That nail be high. So when we come back from... New Hampshire, can we stop by there? We'll just make that part of the trip back.
Yeah, well, it's in the other direction, but yeah, we get time.
Right.
It's not that far away. Half an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's what we'll do. All right. By the beginning of next week, we'll when we come back, we'll see.
Oh heck, man, we can go down to Boston, do the Freedom Trail, go to the Old North Church where they swung the lantern around, go up to Bunker Hill. We can go tour the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides. We can.
Okay, can we do all that in a day thing, or do we need to stay overnight and do a 2-dayer, or what?
Well, we don't have to stay overnight, but we can. It's all within about an hour's drive of where we're sitting right now. So we can come and go as we please.
All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Charles Heller, there's a guy, his Constitutional Defense Committee or something. They were Second Amendment guys that worked with the NRA. And they want to, write the book on how it really, I'm like, yeah, right. I know what was going on behind the scenes. So anyway, he was going to the Constitution to fire the gun. They have like a little deck cannon on there, and it's kind of, I don't know, a dawn, dusk, moon, whatever the hell it was. They, you get to fire the blanks, and you go boom, and they woohoo, and I get a picture. I got to fire the gun. It's an honor or something. So it was a Second Amendment NRA thing, and he checked his guns. There's some way that you can transport, and you're legal, and on the plane, and you get in, and you do, and he's all legal. He gets to the Constitution there, and I don't know if he displayed or somehow they looked or something and found that he had a gun in his car. Boom. He's there to do the gun on the Constitution, and he's the NRA guy to some speech of whatever, and they arrest him for having a gun on a federal, site of some crap. I don't remember what it was. This is back... this is in the 90s. And he went, we got to go through the process. We got an attorney, an NRA attorney guy, and he went through and negotiated something, And I'm just like, this is, seriously? You got the Constitution ship where, the Revolution to be a starting, and the Concord Lexington of the Continent, and then you had to deal with this stuff. And I'm like, and you're like, we got to, obey the law. I'm going, you guys are killing me, man. This is, all right, fine. You guys do your way, I do my way. So this has been, and of course, when they do have successes in Arizona, and why? Because we were focusing on general public opinion. And all these activists for the past few years have really been pushing hard on this vaccine thing, with them just getting shined on, them just getting ignored. It's only because of the Vaccine Education Summit, all the stuff that we're doing, and the fact that, you guys want to play? Here we go. It always comes down, you messing with the man's kids and grandkids. What the hell did you think was going to happen? Bring it on! Bring it on! Bring it on! Bring it on! You brought a stick of butter to a gunfight. What the hell are you guys thinking? So this is going to be fun, but it's not just for me. It's for you out there right now listening to this. You need to have the confidence that you're right and have some methods and skills and techniques to be able to have the confidence, no matter how much they try and gaslight you, no matter how much they try and say, you're not really good. You really, there's something wrong with you. You just sit there, stand up, demonstrate you got a pair, and you go, really? I think we need to take this discussion outside. I got a microphone here somewhere. I got a tape recorder. Let's talk about this. You want to write me an email and be specific about what it is, and they'll do it too. Because a lot of times these guys, they just got their 3x5 card with 3 main bullet points of whatever the hell, and you go into the fourth reason, they fall apart. You know what the hell to do? Run for office. Know something about one particular issue down to the fundamental freedom of the whole point of government, and you get into the forums and you just say your piece up there, and people will stand up, applaud, and freaking go apeshit for what you said while they're sitting there next to you going, what the hell just happened?
Have we done that, Bob, like every freaking time?
But if you stick to principle and you boil it down to the founding documents and the ideas of free people and how they should live, there's no defense against it. How do you argue against it?
They can't. And I'm just, it is an army. What happened with the Ron Paul revolution, though? The problem, in my opinion, that happened is people were getting the impression that the system worked. Yeah, we'll just go in and take over the Republican Party. We'll be precinct committee. We'll get involved in the whatever. Trump, see, we'll get in the middle. We'll take on, we'll join the club, wear the white shirt, and got my red hat. And I'm going, no. It's local, it's individual, it's proper role of government, and go take back your America. That's all around in your neighborhood. And we're going to help you.
Why did you move?
It called to me like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it, and once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world. So I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here, and I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, connect with others via the forum at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com. There are lots of ways to listen to Free Talk Live. Our podcast has been around since podcasts began, and now the FTL feed is loaded with content besides our full show archives. Did you know that we make it easy for you to customize your podcast subscriptions? We have different feeds, one that includes only our full shows, one with just the Daily Digest, and one with just the Edgington Post. You decide what you listen to. It's quick and easy to customize your feeds at feeds.freetalklive.com. That's feeds.freetalklive.com.
Looking for a great real estate investment? Consider New Hampshire, which is ground zero for the Liberty Movement. Your first call should be to Mark Worden from Porcupine Real Estate. He's more than just a real estate agent. He's your New Hampshire concierge. Where are the best places to live? Do you want farm, city, the burbs, or forest? Do you want a duplex or multifamily building so that renters pay your mortgage? There are homes in all price ranges in New Hampshire, and Mark can help with financing too. Invest in liberty and property. Mark Worden can help.
PorcupineRealEstate.com. Declare your independence with Ernest Hancock continues after the news, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
This is the Liberty Beat, your daily source for Liberty news and activist updates. Produced in partnership with SNLS News and listeners like you. Online at libertybeat.news and snls.news. I'm Mick Murrow with your latest edition of the Liberty Beat. Gold is trading at $1,506. Silver at $17.75. And Bitcoin is trading around $8,613. Today's prices are brought to you by InnoScale. Take off with Managed Cloud. Looking for a safe, secure way to store your important files online? Let InnoScale handle it for you. Their high-availability cloud servers are the perfect solution for clients needing one or more secure, scalable servers with built-in hardware failover protection. For details, see them online at InnoScale.net. In the news, Amazon is on its way to becoming one of the U.S. military's biggest security giants, with a pending $10 billion Jedi cloud computing deal that the company could win, MIT Technology Review reported. In August, the Pentagon halted the controversial contract deal known as Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure, an initiative to aggressively accelerate the department's adoption of cloud architecture and services with a focus on commercial solutions. The deal was stopped and is now under investigation by Secretary of Defense Mark Esper to audit the process, which caused complaints from other tech companies like Microsoft. U.S. President Donald Trump has publicly criticized Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos in the past and had announced in July that he wanted a review of the contract, citing tremendous complaints from competing companies. Activist Post reports that the Office of the Inspector General is investigating possible conflicts of interest, the acquisition process, and requirements. The Liberty is sponsored in part by Brave Botanicals. High-quality kratom and CBD at reasonable prices with excellent customer service. Brave Botanicals is activist-owned and mission-driven and believes so strongly in the power of kratom, they're giving it away for free. Just go to freeounceofkratom.com for a free ounce of kratom delivered to your door. Just pay shipping. That's freeounceofkratom.com. This is the latest edition of the Liberty Beat. Find us online at libertybeat.news and snls.news. Your news now continues. A young man from Florida overslept and missed jury duty, causing the judge to throw the book at him and sentence him to 10 days in jail and 1 year of probation. After DeAndre Somerville's story went viral last week, the country reacted by calling out the judge for such a harsh sentence for a simple mistake. The backlash from the entire country seemingly worked. Circuit Judge John Castronix vacated and rescinded his finding of contempt of court and the sentence of probation for DeAndre Somerville after reflection over the weekend. That's according to a report from the Palm Beach Post. Somerville lives in Fort Lauderdale. He's a Parks and Recreation after-school worker for the city of West Palm Beach. He was summoned for jury duty last month for the first time ever and showed up on time the first day. But after being selected to serve as a juror the following day in a civil case, he simply overslept. 43-year-old Arizona Department of Public Safety trooper Tremaine Jackson was arrested last month on a whopping 61 charges of everything from kidnapping to sexual assault. The Free Thought Project reports the trooper, who had been with the department for 13 years, is accused of pulling women over and sexually assaulting them. Since his arrest, a total of 15 victims have come forward, alleging sex abuse, kidnapping, and fraud. At the time, police expected there to be more victims, so they set up a form for victims to fill out. If you or someone you know was abused by the man, you can fill out a complaint form that's posted online. In less than a month, 7 more victims came forward. The so-called hero officer was pulling women over and forcing them to give him sexual favors or face being kidnapped, a situation that only works if you have a badge. Last month, Jackson was booked on multiple counts of sexual abuse, attempted sexual abuse, sexual extortion, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, harassment, forgery, and tampering with a public record, among other charges. Support for the Liberty Beat comes from the Conscious Resistance Network, featuring videos, news reports, and articles from a spiritual anarchist perspective. Experience the Conscious Resistance at theconsciousresistance.com. How would you like to have your business featured on the Liberty Beat? You can. Just send an email to libertybeat@snls.news for details. This is the Liberty Beat, produced in partnership with SNLS News and listeners like you. The Liberty Beat is online at libertybeat.news and snls.news. I'm Mick Murrow, reporting for the Liberty Beat, reminding you, spread liberty with a smile.
Saying that he was giving his co-workers at Marley Publishing just a few more days to catch on to him, local mentally unstable man Michael Redding told reporters he planned on exhibiting 1 or 2 more warning signs this week before, quote, finally doing this.
I think I'll do just a couple of disconcerting things in front of people here at the office. Maybe give them a day or two to take action through the appropriate channels. But if that doesn't happen, then we'll go through with it.
The fully unhinged Redding, who plans on, quote, making this thing happen sometime next week, claims that despite displaying erratic and worrisome behavior around the office for the past few months, his actions have gone completely unreported by his coworkers.
I definitely talked about my frustration with life in general, and I even discussed my fascination with all sorts of violence. But that still didn't throw up any red flags. We'll see if anyone catches on.
Mike? I don't know him super well, but he's nice enough. He's quiet and he keeps to himself mostly, but I'm sure he'll come out of the shell. Just a matter of time.
This is the Onion News Network.
And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember. I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Let us make
weeks in like Boston Revolution beginning, hang out with friends in the live free or die state of man, they're screwed. We're going to see all the goodies and everything.
The birthplace of the second revolution.
You know, I've never done that. I mean, I've been to Boston. I never did the thing. Tour. If you'll take a day or two, we got time, you take me on the tour, that'd be awesome.
I don't know if I got time. I'm retired and on vacation.
Yeah, we'll make time. All right. So if you go to today's show, I just put it up just now. I get time, just do it. Okay, so you go to the front page of Freedom's Phoenix, right freaking not later. You go now 1010. And you click on that, we're live from whatever. What the heck? It did an error thing. Of course it did. You know, these guys anyway, you go into, let me see if it does. No, what the hell just happened? Donna!
I don't know, it's working for me.
Fix my thing. Well, go try it now. Go to the front page. And
I'm on the front page.
Yeah, but I mean, go to the 1010 show.
Oh, 1010
show.
Error.
I know, those bastards. All right, anyway, I'm going to get the...
hey, you bastards!
Now I'll redo it. Yeah, they killed Kenny. So, South Park was on last night.
Oh, I read an article earlier. It said, like, they went to town on China.
Really? We were trying to watch it, and you got to go, oh, yeah, you got a Hulu account? Absolutely. We'll watch it. You need to upgrade to the We Surveil You, log in to the whatever. Screw you. I don't want to watch it that bad. We'll get it one other way. I got ways. So we'll go ahead and do that. But I wanted to see that. They're going, yeah, bring it on, China. They got like hypersonic missiles for guys like that. Okay, so 1010, let me go in and see if I can fix it.
Apparently they downloaded on China pretty good.
Well, what I did is I put in a graphic. That might have been what killed it. But so it's a graphic that has John S.S. Shattuck. This was I bet they tagged it. No, if that ever goes, it must forever be deleted if you're not allowed or something. Whatever.
IPFSS.
Exactly. For just these freaking reasons, man. So I'll delete that graphic, and it is the nationalization of the economy isn't fascist when I do it. John S.S. Shattuck. Now the SS was kind of looked like the Nazi SS, and I said, you guys do this, and I will freaking F you up like you will never have a future. This is done. Oh, Ernie, but he's not as bad as the other guys. He's nationalizing the freaking entire economy. And I'm supposed to think he's, traders first, man. So I'm sitting there thinking, how can we make use of this vaccine issue to out these guys and a bunch of other stuff? But I'm going, I live in their district that they do that. I have representatives, my ass. So I'm going, all right, let's go ahead and see how this works. So I go, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do I run? Do I this? Do I that? I'm trying to come up with something. What the hell? This thing is not going. Derek, help me. The 1010 show, it's giving me an error message. The man's coming at it. They don't want Ernie to be able to something. So let me see if the other ones work.
He's in Massachusetts. He's penetrating the bureaucracy.
Right. Okay, that one works. Donna, go check and see if you can fix the 1010, please. I don't know why it's not. You'll copy the source code and put it up and redo it or something. I have no idea what's going on. I tried to put in, and also put in, it was me and you standing there holding the John Shattuck sign. I really like that graphic. It was cool. So, I forgot all about that. That was, you want to see Donna? And her loveliness. Go take a look, man. She's a babe. Okay. So, traders first. So think about this. How would I do this? Because you can do an initiative, you can do a political action committee, you can run as a candidate. There's one thing that you can do. It's called you create a PAC for or against something that's going to be on the ballot. It's like, citizens for initiative or prop, whatever the hell it is, against this candidate, for that candidate. What if, as citizen of, I come out and I go, this is what, if you are representing me, then of course, out of District 20, what am I expecting? I'm expecting that, let's see, that you are going to advocate for I own myself. It's my body. This is the piece of legislation that says thou shalt not, in violation of the Nuremberg trial of agreement of informed consent, you must have informed voluntary consent to have notions and potions from the crown to penetrate my flesh, so saith freaking Ernie, okay? If you don't represent that, if you're not willing to, sponsor this, if you're not coming out advocating, if you're not, co-signing on this bill, traitors effing first.
Alter and abolish.
Alter and abolish. So I put out the signs all over my district, which is kind of a small district. I mean, it's densely populated. So I'm going, we live on like a 2-acre thing, but I'm going, it's probably about 4 miles, 5 maybe by 6. I mean, it's kind of a square rectangle thing. It's kind of, you got some major intersections. We have, Bell Road, Greenway, Union Hills, Thunderbird, 51st. I mean, these are major intersections, So, there's always a wreck at Greenway and 51st Avenue. So I'm going, okay, so we can put these signs up. And they'll pirate all we want and say whatever we want and be all whatever we want and go traitors first, just hammer on that one issue. Everywhere they go, everything that they get, everybody they talk to, everybody's going to go, what's your position on this? What are you going to take? Why aren't you? Why are you? Why? I don't care. You're going to, but a Democrat would get in. One, probably not. But I just don't care. What's the difference? Don't freaking care. Well, you're not running. Who are you for? I'm for nothing. I'm for against y'all being traitors. That's what I'm for. Now what? Now freaking what? You want to know how I play? This is how I play. So we do that in one little district. We take all this attention and effort from the county, the state, certainly the district, the country, the world, and focus the attention on what? Ernie and Bob and all these other activists and so on we've been building up all these years to do on this one. And you want to see how you get it? You find the sensitive spot right at the tip of the scrotum on that elephant. You take a taser and you go, and I guarantee you get movement.
Guarantee.
They go, but Ernie, but what? But I'm tired of playing around. We always knew we could do this stuff. Hell, we have done this stuff. But when you have this, it's going to be what? It's going to be kind of this Trump, and it's going to be Dr. Frank Tambury. What do you got? Here's a naturopath, understands freedom, big Ron Paul supporter, love him some Trump. How many overlaps do you think there are there? How many people are like that? What the hell do you think is going on? And then the left doing this deep state, and what are they doing? Because they don't want to piss off Big Pharma, they'll fund the other. Yeah, you're confusing me with someone that gives a crap. So that's like the number one idea right now. It's like everyone. We could just do a PAC for or against anything, and it'll be, alter or abolish Republican incumbent of I don't give a crap. And it's going to give them a chance. I've already met with one of them. Shauna Bullock is the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clint Bullock in Arizona. And they both know I will do it. So I'm going, all right, here we go. No, I'm going to have to do it. Don't sit there and shine you on and BS. Oh, yeah, we did kind of whatever. It has to be. I want them to
the first signs go up.
I'm sorry?
They will until the first signs go up.
From the third letter of Captain Mark. The Crown's observation conditions us to be dishonest with ourselves. Therefore, constant surveillance produces a society of constant deception. Honest communication is the seed of civilized conduct. To deny us this seed is to deny us its fruits. But the Crown's primary objective is to stifle free thought itself, to make its subjects incapable of dissent. Seasoned pirates have always encrypted messages and codes and ciphers, so intercepted transmissions were incomprehensible. But today the Crown possesses advanced tools of pattern recognition that document, profile, and predict our every move. Today, piracy requires hailing frequencies completely invisible to the Crown. We are tired of poltergeists in the static. Looking for a community of like-minded scoundrels, or just want some swag to let the Crown know what you think of it? Join the conversation at pirateswithoutborders.com.
So the protection of life, liberty, and property is what the Free State Project is all about. But it's an effort to move 20,000 people who understand.
It's about demonstrating to the entire country.
Yeah, we can have a free market, a truly free market.
Making it just a freer, great place to live.
It's the world's largest all-interest libertarian community, and it's only getting bigger.
That's amazing. To be able to move to a place where other people like passionately believe in being free and independent. What the Free State Project is managing to do, though, is to put their money where their mouth is. Physically getting up across the country and saying, let's go someplace and let's demonstrate the power of these ideas. There's a lot of kind of philosophy that surrounds liberty. There's a lot of thinking about it and talking about it. But here in New Hampshire, people are doing it.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project early movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
Are you tired of governments murdering people around the world? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. By using their money, you are helping the state. Stop doing it! You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at bitcoin.com. That's bitcoin.com.
LRN.FM now has a Discord. Discord is a free text and voice chat platform, and we now have our own server with a bunch of channels at discord.lrn.fm. You can join other listeners as they chat about various things during our live shows, or anytime, day or night. Discord software is available cross-platform, so you can have it on whatever device you want and take your chats anywhere. Join our Discord at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm.
Negotiation isn't just something union leaders and sports agents do. Your entire day is a series of negotiations. If you have young children, you know that. In fact, your kids can teach you a lot about negotiating with grown-ups. According to the world's greatest negotiator, Herb Cohen, author of You Can Negotiate Anything. Herb says that kids understand the process of decision-making within an organization. When one parent says no, they'll ask the other. And Cohen says children persist and persevere. And like smart negotiators of all ages, kids know that no is an opening bargaining position. With money and attention so scarce now, effective communication skills have never been more important, especially if you're a job seeker. For more tips, hit survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
Help get LRN.FM into more ears. Visit promote.lrn.fm for a free bumper sticker, flyers, banners, graphics, and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
To be a part of the show, call 602-264-2800. 602-264-2800. And now, Ernest Hancock.
And Bob Anderson, live from the heart of the revolution. You know, I haven't heard of Phoenix.com on you all week. Come on, declare your independence from the beautiful living room of the heart of the new revolution, posted on freedomsphoenix.com. Yeah, that's good, boy. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you get me going, man. I'm just going to give you it. All right. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's kind of the tack that we're going to take. Is because I don't want to run a camp. I don't give a crap. You know, I'm not. You know, it's a understanding the principle of flight. You know, traders first. I keep saying that for decades. We've always done that. Whenever somebody, hey, why are you going after me? There's a Democrat. I'm going, nope. Traders first.
I'm pretty sure that's another L. Neil Smith kind of thing. It's like traders first.
Yeah. What was it? It would be like. I don't remember a specific thing on that. You know. Oh yeah, it was those. The weakness from your allies is more damage than the biggest villainy because from inside, you know, yada yada yada. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, yesterday's third hour, man. We gave what for. You go to Freedom 101, Ernest Hancock, Freedom Phoenix, and it'll come up, and it's in the third hour archive of yesterday, and it is Yeah, that's a good one. You know, that's you know, we've been operating because we were kind of that way anyway, and then it just helped us articulate it. And yeah, Donna, I'm still not able. Do you get an error message when you do the 10th?
I probably try.
Yeah, I think you should try that.
I was on to something else.
And you're bored. But the I want to. Yeah, I did something. I don't know why I did that.
Nope, I got it. Came up on me.
Oh, what the hell, man? Okay, now it's working. All right. So you go to the 10th, you know, for the radio show. Let's see if Donna put it up in there in a second hour. No. So anyway, it's I'll get the graphic up because it's really good. We did hundreds of these, 4x8 banner kind of the Ron Pauly whatever thing. Because when was that they did that? Yeah, it was in the fall. It was October or whatever of the 2008 campaign. So these signs went up like right at the election time. I think it was before right around election time. It was like November, December, Christmas, New Year's of 09. And, you know, 08, 09 winter. And it was, and we got, I had guys I've known from. It was Cato and Goldwater and conservative, blah, 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 and Republican, of people we know at the different, whatever, discussion meeting, kind of Ernie, but everybody was tasked with calling Ernie. Trying to, well, are you sure you? I go, so, and this is how the conversation would go every time. And I've done this with other, you know, law enforcement call about some stupid thing. And I'm going, you know, state director of the blah, 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 is going to tell me what's up. And I'm going, so, you drew the short straw. Who's got to call Ernie, you know? So they know. They're functionaries of this stuff. That's why on the front of Freedom's Phoenix today, go to Patrick Byrne's article from Deep Capture, his most recent one. And what he's talking about, he's going, look, man, I know. You want to know what the deep state is? I'll tell you what the deep state is. It's just they, them, those, all, you know, feeding off the carcass. It's just perpetuating the world. When did this change? How did this happen? What is the deep state? Patrick Byrne. He goes, I'll tell you what it is. I'm right in the middle of this thing. But there are good people in there. But it's just like with employees. I want Bob and I to tell you about here. We went to Home Depot. We were getting a bunch of stuff for modeling stuff here. We go to Home Depot, and Bob pointed out to me all these signs telling people what you were talking about.
Yeah, I came back here a few weeks ago because I have the house back here, and I needed to get some stuff done. And they're all talking about the economy and whether it's turning or whether it's going down or going up, or and it's all propaganda, anyways. But one thing where the rubber meets the road is where people are earning a living. Can they make money and go about their life? And something I don't think the economy is quite as bad as they're trying to make out or that it's turning into is that there are help wanted signs everywhere. You can't go to a place that they're not hired. And our discussion was kind of, well, are they just doing a lot of turnover? And part of it is maybe the workforce
upgrade.
Yeah, they're sitting there and we've gone to some places, and oh my God, we went to this restaurant the other day, and talk about poor service.
No, and its initials were IHOP.
Yeah, and it was like we had he had to go in the back room into the kitchen and go, hey, are you guys getting robbed or something? It was that bad.
No, that's what I did.
It was horrible. No, yeah, literally, that's what he did. He had to go back into the kitchen and go, hey, is anybody going to come out and actually, give us food and take our money? And all you can do is, I think it's a generational millennial thing. It's just, the turnover is they got to grind through a whole bunch of people to find people who actually, know what it's like to have to work and live.
Like working with bad people. This is what happened. IHOP, this is like a new restaurant. Was that brand new or something?
It wasn't old.
It seemed new. Yeah, it was a nice place. You walked in, and there was only like a couple of tables of people at it. There was a waiter at there, and nobody up front. There was another guy sitting there on his phone just waiting. I don't know what the hell he was doing. So it was maybe a total of 5 customers in this whole big giant thing. It could sit probably 200, and it was like 7:30 in the morning on Monday. And I'm going, what the hell, man? I guess if you stop serving people, they just stop coming,
Yeah, and that was their answer, too. It's like, well, we're a little overwhelmed right now. And I'm looking around going, there's like 5-6 people working there, and there's like 5 or 6 people eating there. It was almost a 1-to-1 ratio. And I'm like, oh, you're a little overwhelmed, are you?
So this is what happened. We're standing there, and I finally made eye contact with the waiter. He went into the back, and he saw me. So I figured they'd send somebody out or be there. it's like, I mean, a good minute. I mean, I'm thinking, it's going to be a little while.
Oh, a while, yeah.
I mean, it's long enough. So finally I'm going, what the hell? So being a restaurant guy, I know how to play this game. So I go back and I'm wandering. I kind of get into the kitchen. I see some people standing there going at slow-mo. And these are millennials. I mean, they were probably in their 20s and so on. And I'm just sitting there, I'm going, hey, are you guys being robbed or something? What? I go, well, we're up here. Well, we'll be up there in a minute. I go, do you even know how long we've been up there? And the guy just went silent. I just turned around, walked, went back there, came out. They had a girl came up, and she was nice enough, and we were polite, and Bob tipped her $10, and we just, I don't need too many pubic hairs in my soup, but I'm just like, you gotta be careful you're dealing with that.
Don't mess with people who make your food.
I don't piss them off too much, but I'm just like going, and I didn't care as long as it has calories. So anyway, so we're sitting there, we're being nice and everything. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And then they had another, like a shift came in. They were overlapping or something. I don't know what the heck was going on. But then Bob said, there's help wanted signs everywhere.
Everywhere.
So then we went and talked to Home Depot. We go through the stuff there. We're standing. We needed some wire. All right, tell them that story.
Oh, so we're going there to get some wire. And we're looking around. Every time I see a guy in a little orange apron running by, we're like, hey, could you call somebody? Could you call somebody? And, I know how it works because apparently the ones out there in Arizona are a little more on the ball because, they get on the phone. You hear it like, there's help wanted in the wire cutting area.
No, just wait till we come back because this is a good one. But it's relevant to what's going on in our society. This is, it's where the rubber meets the road. It's where service comes in. It's where this startup beats the crap out of that one. It's always from the top down. It's the executive blah, blah, blah. It's who's going to get the bonus. It's the guy got politically appointed in the department of. We'll talk about it.
Don't you hate that feeling in the pit of your stomach when the police pull you over? Most people have no idea how to handle it properly, and they promptly get fed into the municipal fee-generating meat grinder. Or maybe you recall that feeling you get when you go to the mailbox and see one or more letters from the IRS. You get a sense of impending doom, don't you? So let me ask you, if you could learn how to use the law to beat the IRS, traffic tickets, almost any courtroom scenario, collectors, credit card debt, and even mortgage debt because of fraud perpetrated against you, would that be worth knowing about? Don't laugh. Investigate. Check out the life-changing benefits of the Lighthouse Law Club at their website, lighthouselaw.club. That's lighthouselaw.club. And while you're at it, visit the Lighthouse Law Club YouTube channel. You might be in for a pleasant surprise.
Free Talk Live.
Do you guys have a zombie plan? I'm just wondering what this country's going to do if we had some sort of apocalypse like that.
Like a zombie attack.
Do?
People coming out of the ground, like in Thriller, like in Michael Jackson's
like 28 days later, like a virus or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, people don't come back to life.
Well, now, there are different kinds of zombies out there.
Now,
but let me go through the types of zombies. I mean, you've got the ones that can crawl out of the ground, right? And then she was talking about like an infection kind of zombie, like a la Resident Evil, for instance. So ideally, if you're going to have to perish at the hands of a zombie, which would be the preference? Would you prefer to have your brains eaten, or would you prefer to become one of them?
I think I'd rather just die. The last thing I'd want is, of course, the people you split up with. Then I'm talking my wife and my child. I'm coming back. I'm wanting to eat Laura's brains. It's bad. It's bad.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
So you've signed the Shire Society Declaration and are planning your move to New Hampshire to be around more liberty-oriented people. Next, sign up for the Shire Society Forum at forum.shiresociety.com. There are a bunch of people there who are already in the Shire, and they want to meet you. If you're already in the Shire physically, you should also come by the forums. Remember, not everyone uses Facebook. New people are signing up for the Shire Society Forum every month, so drop in and say hello at forum.shiresociety.com. The LRN.FM social media channels have been revamped. We've eliminated Facebook and focused on other platforms like Twitter and Mastodon, the decentralized alternative to Twitter. On our accounts, you'll find posts from multiple LRN.FM show hosts together in one place. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm, or better yet, move to the decentralized Mastodon social media platform at toot.lrn.fm, toot.lrn.fm. I think you'll like it. Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
Some of our live shows are streamed in HD on Twitch. Please follow and share at twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm.
Freedom's the answer. What's the question? You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
Yeah, and we're still yakking over here. So, we're back? Okay, we got to do it. All right, let's go ahead and finish up on what we're doing. Bob's going to go through the South Park thing. His article is to Chinaman. It's going to be...
Well, let's finish the Home Depot thing.
I know, but this is good, too. This is good.
All right, so after about the third person, we come to ask, like, hey, can you help us and get somebody over to the wire cutting area? And I'm not hearing anything come across the speakers. And, you walk up to them, and they kind of look at you with that, like, really? Didn't you see I was busy talking to my, fellow worker here who's not in the wire cutting area?
Oh, you remember I waved my arms, and there's a woman, 50 yards away down there, and she waved back and just standing there. I'm like, come over here.
In my aging, I have embraced my inner religion, and I really do not deal with poor customer service well, because I just, that's their purpose in life, is to make me feel special, and take my money, and give me service. It's just, and it's incredible how hard you have to do this.
Standing around.
Yeah, you have to make these people do that.
So who is the guy that helped us?
We finally got a blind guy.
He was blind.
He was blind, literally. I'm glad they employ the blind people, but literally he was the guy who I'll try to help you out, and he finally got somebody to come to the wire cutting area.
No, he was walking over, and you could tell. I thought he had a lazy eye or something, and I think he could see. It was just barely. So when he goes, all right, he's calling, he's trying to get, and he's standing there with us, and then finally she comes up and she goes, well, the blind guy can't help you. And I go, he's helping me more than anybody else.
Way more than you are. Because I was just about ready. I was telling him, it's like, hey, I'm, if you don't show up pretty soon, I guess I'll go to Lowe's to get my stuff. And that's how these businesses die. I mean, literally, it's, if you don't give the people what they're at, they're going to go elsewhere. You don't only put
and they didn't have what you wanted, and we had to get something else anyway.
Yeah, it was like, I hate it.
Because we went to the checkout, and the girl there.
Oh, so we go to the checkout, and we kind of ask her a few questions about what's going on with all the help wanted signs and everything like that, and whether they really were that short-handed, or they just going through that many people. Because we're starting to think that maybe they're just going through. They're gonna bring you in long enough to fill the spot, but we're looking for somebody better than you the minute we hire you. And that's basically what she told us. She goes, they're just going through a lot of people.
Well, I asked her, I go, out of 10 people here, how many need to be replaced? She goes, or how many are good or something.
Yeah, she kind of looked around a little bit, made sure no one was really listening, and then
she was like, 2 or 3. We need it. Yeah, we need it. I'm going, okay, because she seemed, smart and had it together.
Oh, she was on the ball. She was ringing up faster I could get out of the car.
Yeah,
I was like, man, you are on it.
She was an attractive, stylish black girl.
Yeah, she's taking care of business.
She take care of business, and I don't give a crap about, rate, whatever. I'm just and so I'm like, finally, somebody that does, because she was, actually coming out from taking care of someone. She was walking off. We go, we got you. You got to get back. She goes, no, I was coming out so you could see me, and people come over and kind of I'm working here. I'm going. This is because everywhere help wanted for management, career opportunity. Anybody freaking get your ass in here. And I when I had my restaurant, I always was hiring. There was always somebody that anybody could be better than somebody else. I had I had loyalty to people that have been with me for a long time. People worked for me for years. They came with me from restaurants before to go open my restaurant. This guy, so I knew I had annual pins, everybody, but there was a churn. Somebody work in. This is my interview process. All right, I'm not going to get all in about this. Is how it works. You work 2 hours a day, 3 days in a row. That was it. You can stand over there and wash dishes. Just washing dishes during dinner rush, you're not wasting labor. I mean, usually. Sometimes they're not even worth that, But I go, and in a couple of hours, if you can stand there and focus on your job, you show up on time, by the third day, you're not stinking because you washed your clothes or, you wore shoes or, you brushed your teeth, you combed your hair, something. You can tell right away. And I just, 2 hours a day, 3 days in a row, boom. Because in Arizona, I go, nope, I don't even have to fire them. I just don't get more hours. I go, you are 2 hour a day dishwasher for the rest of your freaking life until you can show me that, you're better than some of these other guys in production. That was my process. And it worked. And I did. Now, you won't be obviously hiring super scumbags or whatever, but how do you know their character? And especially when they're young. You don't know who brought them up or how. That's, anybody that had a good character or work ethic, boom, they had a career path. I give them jobs in other places. They moved. I give them great reviews. Somebody called me, you're better off with this person. I'm telling you need to hire them, doing you a solid, but boom, they get the job. So I've done that many times for many, because I know exactly what they want to hear. And I'm going, they always ask, are they eligible for rehire? Yes, they are. I love to have them. They showed up on time. I don't have to say, I go, no, and then that's it. You're done. So I go, thank you, and then they don't get the job, usually, except here. But so this is what you can see where the rubber meets the road. What are we dealing with? When I went from Arizona and I was opening restaurants in Ohio, Tennessee, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, New York. I was, traveling around with Domino's Pizza, management and franchise and kind of all that kind of crap. And before I got married, went there and restaurant, opened my own restaurant, whatever. So that's where I met Donna. She's a driver at Penn State University at Domino's. Now, what happened was, when you go in and you open a new restaurant in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, they come in and they go, what's my job description? I don't know, do whatever the hell I tell you, while I'm paying you per hour or whatever. Oh, no, I'm driver. I drive, come in, I pick up pizza, I drive, I get tipped, I do that's why I drive. Okay, then you don't work here, Yeah, but it's job description, it's all this union mentality. It was all this, you're lucky I'm going to grace you with my presence kind of thing. I'm going, wow. That was my first experience of this kind of attitude, and that's what I get here. When we went shopping, for the first time, go get stuff. We don't have to go to the store all the time, or a restaurant. And we're going through, and you see, compared to Arizona, people were probably on average at least 20 to 30 pounds heavier. Their skin complexion, they didn't look good, They weren't healthy. They're just kind of, it's like I'm going, wow. Do you notice that when you come back here?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, what do you think that is?
I think it's the weather. There's a big portion of the year where you're inside, so you're not out being active because it's cold. Or trying to get comment of how wet it is here. It's rainy here a lot.
And everything's moldy.
And so it's I think that they spend a lot of time indoors not being active, and when you're sitting around watching TV or eating chips full of high fructose corn syrup or modified hydrogenated oil kind of, it's not you got to make a conscious effort to go out and be active here and keep yourself in shape.
It's an attitude, because I've been around the country and spent some time in different places and so on, and I've noticed, I like the Southwest, man. There's no getting around it. Arizona, by every measure, it's not just the weather. It's like people go to Arizona to get away from this crap, And then, of course, they bring their millennial snot-nosed little high school indoctrinated kids need to be slapped around and so on by life. So,
people need to understand there's a great calling a-coming.
That's a good point. We were sitting here, and I'm thinking, just in the last couple of days, I'm going, I remember when my kids were in high school, And we're the poor kids. I mean, everybody's driving their mom and dad's hand-me-down Beamer and Hummer kind of crap at the private school while we're living on the, the dirt track of the whatever, just affording to be able to get them a decent education. But what happened was, I go, look at your competition. You know these kids. That's your competition. Just how hard you think it's going to be for you. This is, and you go to the DMV when they go to the, because Lonnie did this. Your friend Lonnie, when he did with Josh, that's where I got this from.
Yeah.
He goes and he says, look, everybody's got to go to the DMV. This is the average.
There you go.
Look around. This is your competition.
I've done that with my boys, too, from the time they could understand
Where did
in
one
school.
get that from, anyway?
I'm not sure.
I thought that was an awesome idea.
But I've told my kids from the day they started school, I go, you look around the classroom, and in pretty short order, you can figure out, who's the guys that are, they don't care that they get educated, they're there to disrupt the class, and I go,
Mom and Dad, give me a job.
Yeah, and it's going to be so who's going to be driving the Beamer, and who's going to be changing the tires on the Beamer, and which one do you want to be? Because look around the classroom, and so far my kids have done pretty well.
Yeah, and our kids, my kids, they got it going on. They learn, they get it. I don't get street cred, but but they're doing well. Hey, can I have a load? I mean, they're doing fine. Yeah. But it is it's not by accident. And there's a culling coming.
Are you feeling confused about the current economic reports that dominate the headlines? Not sure if this is a good time to buy or sell your home, or feel like the process can be overwhelming and confusing? This is Donna Hancock with Silver Alliance Realty in Phoenix, Arizona, and I can take some of the guesswork out of the home buying or selling process, providing you with market trends in your area and detailing what to expect before, during, and after the process. A home is a place where the most important moments in your life happen, so making sure that you know exactly what to expect along the way helps to ensure that you have control. The future is here, so let me help you move forward with your real estate needs. Being in the real estate business for almost 20 years now has afforded me knowledge of the market, networking with industry specialists along the way. Now more than ever, you need an agent that can help you make sense of what many think is a complicated and mysterious process. Feel free to call or message me at 602-828-1819. That's 602-828-1819. Or visit my webpage today at donnahancock.com.
I've been told no in many different ways.
I give you an order and you're going to obey it.
George, you can go this way.
You can do that and you have to leave here. You cannot bring Simon to the rally.
Walk with me. Well, I'm comfortable here, actually. Whoa. Hey. Who do you think you are? Excuse me.
There is no video and audio allowed in this office.
No, I have work today.
You ain't gonna make.
Wait a minute.
Holy crap. Whoa. Hey! Oh my god! Unbelievable!
Because you're scared me. What am I being detained for?
You're being served.
What is this? What is this? Bureaucrats have a funny way of telling people no.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. Watch it for free and order the Director's Cut DVD at victimlesscrimespree.com. The new 4th edition of Healing Our World, The Compassion of Libertarianism, will take your understanding of liberty to a deeper level and has over 1,300 updated references, new cartoons, and a foreword by Dr. Ron Paul. With discounts for multiple book purchases, the 4th edition of Healing Our World is a great gift for the liberals, pragmatists, environmentalists, and Christians in your life who think libertarianism is cold-hearted. Get yours today at healing.freetalklive.com and use promo code FTL for a $5 discount.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day. From wrestling superstars like Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are having an impact, I believe. Like I said, a lot of where I am now is due to listening to Free Talk Live. You changed my mind on some very important issues years ago.
To random people tuning in on the radio.
I was kind of stuck
stuck in the left-right paradigm. I heard your show by chance on a Saturday night. From there, I went on, joined the Free State Project, and become an amplifier. So, I mean, that's really the reason why I amp is because I know that if it wasn't for you guys being on as many stations as you are, I never would have found the ideas of liberty.
Your amp will directly change more lives by getting Free Talk Live in front of people looking for talk radio online and on the air. When you amp Free Talk Live, you get perks like access to the AMP-only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com.
Love what we do? Please help support our international satellite channels at patreon.lrn.fm. That's patreon.lrn.fm.
There are those that just want to be left alone, and those that just won't leave them alone. Which one are you? The Ernest Hancock Show.
Yeah, I got. What's wrong with the volume here? Oh, I like this Phil Collins thing, man. It's awesome. I don't know why that's not doing it. Yeah, whatever. We'll get it.
Start talking.
Yeah. It's Phil Collins. I don't care anymore, man. So we'll get it. You can look forward to that next time. All right. So this is the culling. I want to finish up on that, and then we'll get to the Bob will do the China thing because he's been reading up on the South Park. This is just exactly the point. I mean, it's the same kind of. They think they can control you with a, I don't know, but paycheck or something. But the concept is that when you have difficulty, it's the slow buffalo in the herd kind of get eaten by the wolves, and kind of the whole herd is slowed down by the slowest one in the back, and they kind of get so you get faster in the selection and I mean, it's just the way it is in nature. Now humanity, we got to have civilization. You can't just let everybody just go down. I mean, it's like, fine, but it's not my responsibility. Is that your calf? It's not. We may come and help as much as we can, but I'm going to have the biggest, strongest bull take on all 50 of the lions. I mean, it's just the way nature works. It always comes. It's just the way things are. You can change whatever you think you can. Overcome just life, and you can't. So you prepare yourself. You prepare your kids. You prepare your mind for this stuff. So this culling that Bob's talking about. Tell the people what you're talking about.
It just, much like you cannot change nature's laws. Nature's laws are written in stone. It's going to happen. We've been sitting there flying in the face of nature's laws for, decades, centuries. And sooner or later, the price is going to have to be paid for the lifestyle we're leading. The deficits are running, raising people that aren't, self-sufficient and those kind of things. And, sooner or later, the party's going to be over. And, you use an example of the Waltons all the time, about during the Great Depression, and they hardly noticed it. Times get a little tough, but things on the farm were things on the farm, and they took care of business. Well, that is a significant portion of the population. They don't have, that Walton mindset. And sooner or later, the government's not going to be able to take care of everybody like that because the ability, the financial ability is just not going to be there. And if you have not got life skills and you are not prepared for it, there is going to be death and dying in the streets, and it's coming. And if people aren't ready for it, it's going to take them by surprise, and they're going to be like, "Whoa, we're you see it in the disasters, the hurricanes and the floods and stuff, and the people going, where's the government? And it's like, if that's your mindset, there's a great culling a-coming.
Okay, now this is behind the scenes. I promised Bob I wouldn't bug him about it anymore, but I'll tell you. His retirement and all this kind of stuff is in dollars. Because they got the tax incentive of this. If you pull it out, it's a percentage of that, whatever. And I'm going, man, get out of the dollar and get into something like gold or whatever, because that 20% they're going to nail you, hell, just in the last few weeks, gold went up 20%. I mean, so I'm just like, get out of it. So I'm telling the audience, I'm telling you guys, and I'm not talking to Bob because I promised I wouldn't tell him. So I'm telling you, get the hell out of the dollar. Because when they go and say, oh, save us, oh, here, we just printed up a crap load of, here it is, yours, it ain't worth anything. And I'm telling you, it is, I don't know, get some crypto, get some silver. I'm a silver guy. I just say, do it. And I don't even got that much. Hell, I gave most of mine to my freaking daughters when they got married. So I'm like, and they're good. And the boys are like, we're good. So I guess they're good. So I'm accumulating more for them. got those girls married, because my youngest daughter, they had a house together, they've been together 10 years, they had a child, and finally they're just going, okay, finally we'll get married now, because it was time, and they didn't care. It was just because he wanted to be able to get a nice ring and have a nice thing in Sedona, and they did fine. They whatever. I didn't care. Mom cared. Donna was like, whoa, they're not. I said, I don't give a crap what that. As long as they're committed and together, his family, they're forever and always. I'm not worried about it. The problem is that then the laws get in there, and the insurance of that. I just hate that crap. Social and economic engineering, and they don't see you as an individual. You're a unit to be screwed with. You're a unit. You got this identity politics. Are you single? Are you married? Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you black? Are you white? Are you tall? Are you short? Do you have a mustache lesbian with, whatever the hell or not? I hate it. Are you a human being that fogs this mirror? Yes or freaking no? It gets down to, and do you own yourself? Do you own what you created? Do you own your property? This is what we're going to be bringing up. And it's so amazing to me. And this is a lot of libertarians and so on are going, where's the anti-war movement in the Libertarian Party? How come they're not taking on the anti-war thing? Who in the hell is running this thing? And what happens? Here comes Tulsi Gabbard, a freaking we need national health care Democrat liberal. She's the one talking about anti-war, and you're not allowed to go in debates anymore. And then the people bring it up, and they go, she's getting Ron Paul'd. No, she's not Ron Paul, but they're using the machine to make sure that anti-war voice is, oh, hell no. Then here comes Trump. Yeah? Did she pull the troops out of Syria?
Promises made, promises kept.
It's just rhetoric, man. It's going to be so. This thing in Arizona, because I am so tired of proving for 30 years over and over and over the power of principle, of opinion, and then they'll go, oh, it happened because I go, no, that's what the method. Or maybe you went over the finish line, or you negotiated a deal with the legislator, or you did it. But why? Why did they listen to you now as opposed to before? General public opinion. So on this vaccine thing and the property rights deal, about I own my property and occupy my own land deal, I'm like, this is the same thing. It's a property, rights thing. I own myself. I own my property. Let's go. Just these two issues. I might throw in a third one of, once I escape and anarchy's only 62 miles away up, I'm like, I'll throw that one in there too.
Yeah, for now. Space Force.
Yeah, no, they're claiming that, we kind of extended the sphere and it kind of includes Mars. Elon, you got human DNA. It says right here in this human DNA, we own you. We just passed a law.
Right.
And I'm going, yeah. So we got to fix it. Here, there is no escape. In one of our graphics, 6 years ago, it has on the Freedom's Phoenix e-zine we had, it has above the spaceship that we had, the Phoenix fighter, it says, Widget Sajini. And that stands, it's like a Tanstoffel thing, which is, there's no such thing as a free lunch from the moon is a harsh mistress Heinlein thing. Well, we got Widget Sajini, and this is what it means. Going to space and government is not invited. And do you think they're going to wait for an invitation?
Arr.
Or we're just going to go, oh, no, we have to have, no, hell no. Pirates without borders. I mean without border, intergalactic universal of kiss my ass. All right? Oh, my baton. So what I'm going to do is this concept I'm going to show the Beta 11 space of just around Ernie's house that I'm going to do and demonstrate this. And some people will replicate and they do their own thing and whatever kind of. It's an inspiration to show that it can be done easily, inexpensively, with the resources that we provide of just general public opinion and a printout little flyer. Like Keith McAnarchist, he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't flyer a parking lot. Of course, it's always, the Zionists did whatever. But
time well spent.
But he's just, I want you to look at this. But the thing is that I can demonstrate this. We had the Lovolution. What, you think I went unnoticed? Well, why? I don't understand. How did you know? They have to beat this principle. It's gaslighting. Oh, no, you're radical. And it's called the Osterman window or Ottoman window, something like that. It's like you have, it goes at that you have 0, like policy. And then you have, it's kind of on the edge, radical, oh my God, you're crazy on the positive side. Then below it, it's like, you say that's for a yes, and then on no, it's kind of, well, it's radical, it's oh my God, it's you're crazy, and it's that window of acceptable, behavior that becomes policy. Well, if I scream at the ends or the edges of yes or no on whatever it is, you move that window. Now, I've always described it as a hump. The Democrats and Republicans are arguing over the mass hump of where the people are, and they think and change policy. What do? We put our back up against a wall of freaking 100% anarchy freedom of you don't kiss my butt, and then move the hump. The R's and D's and whoever the hell else, they have to chase that hump. So am I trying to convince them? You're not going to convince them. It's the hump that convinces them. Change the hump. The general public opinion. And I'm so sick and tired of saying this over and over and demonstrating it over and over. Well, this time we're going to document it. This time we're going to write the book. This time we're going to have the videos. This time we're going to have the mile post. And I'm going to do it in my little district. I'm going to change the freaking world because I can. Get on board. We're going to have some fun. Woo-hoo!
The Free State Project has reached its goal of 20,000 liberty lovers who've pledged to move to New Hampshire and get active to achieve liberty in our lifetime. Perhaps you're trying to figure out what part of New Hampshire should be your destination. If so, consider Keene. You'll find more than 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com. Keene is famous for its historic, publicity-generating activism, as well as being the liberty media capital of the world. It's home to freekeene.com, New Hampshire's destination for liberty activism, news, and opinion. For years, we've been compiling over 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com, where you'll learn about some of what's happening here and what makes Keene a great place to live. If you love liberty, you'll probably enjoy anywhere you end up in the Shire. But do your due diligence first. Please visit move.freekeene.com for the full list of over 150 reasons to move to Keene. That's move.freekeene.com. Some of you asked, and now we've delivered. LRN.FM's live Keene, New Hampshire studio shows are now streamed in HD on Twitch. Visit our channel at twitch.lrn.fm and give it a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription on Twitch. If you use it on our channel, Twitch will give LRN.FM a monthly piece of your Prime subscription cost. So please watch, follow, share, and subscribe to twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm.
Cell 411 is a free app for Android and iOS that replaces government-controlled 911. Cell 411 allows you to preset a group of friends or private organizations to show up in any emergency. Cell 411 is a nightmare for the state because it proves their so-called services aren't needed. Cell 411 has had thousands of installs, and of course it's covered by the BIPCOT no government license. Cell 411 because your friends won't shoot you when you're in trouble. Without the government, who would build the emergency services? You and Cell 411. Get it today at getcell411.com.
Declare your independence with Ernest Hancock continues after the news, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
This is the Liberty Beat, your daily source for liberty news and activist updates. Produced in partnership with SNLS News and listeners like you. Online at libertybeat.news and snls.news. I'm Mick Murrow with your latest edition of the Liberty Beat. Gold is trading at $1,506, silver at $17.75, and Bitcoin is trading around $8,613. Today's prices are brought to you by InnoScale. Take off with Managed Cloud. Looking for a safe, secure way to store your important files?